Greetings. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can reuse a DuoTone that was created in the block editor anywhere in Elementor. So the first thing is you go in the block editor. Why we are doing this, maybe I should address. So it's because it's much easier. It's very easy in the block editor to set a DuoTone filter. So that's why we are doing this. And then we will see how to reuse it in the context of Elementor. With Elementor, it's much more complex. We don't have any native functionality for this. So that's why we are doing this. So the first thing to do is to go in the block editor to add an image, and then to click on the DuoTone filter element. And then you select any one of your choice. You can adjust the setting as you wish. So let's just say these settings, doesn't really matter, but you could tweak them exactly like you want them to be. And then you just update. And then you view the post. And then what you will do is you right click and inspect. And then essentially you will close everything, all the tree down until you just see the children of the body element. And then here, below, it depends what you have, but it should be maybe below your footer and above the scripts, you will have this SVG. That's the DuoTone. So what you will do is you will right click and you will copy element. And then in your Elementor page where you want to use this, so here this is a Elementor page. This is just an image element with nothing special on it. And then here I added a HTML element. So in the HTML element, you will paste the SVG. And then that's it. Nothing else really is needed. You can place this to position absolute so that it doesn't occupy any flow space. And then to find it, it will be here. You can click on it, but you can find it through the navigator. And you could rename it DuoTone SVG. And then what you will do is you will go back to, the easiest way is really just to go back to the page that was generated from the block editor, so the normal page, and then right click and inspect the image. And when you work on the image element itself that has the DuoTone, you will see this rule, filter URL, So you just copy this, and then you go in the editor again, in advanced custom CSS, and then you just enter selector and the filter, and you see the filter is being applied. You could add image to target just the image. And let's say this was in another element, like a loop grid, where you would have like multiple kind of elements. If you just want it applied to the image, you could just target the image. Or if you just wanted it applied to some specific div, it could be, I don't know, like CTA content. So then it would only be applied to the content of the CTA if this was a CTA element, for example. So you can adjust the selector. If you have Elementor free, so let's see how this would work. So you would add the class, I don't know, like DuoTone, and then maybe something more specific. So like we use something like magenta. So let's say this class name. You would go back in the HTML element, and then below the SVG, you can add style tags, and then you enter the class name. You can enter again the same thing like image or anything to make it more specific. And now you enter the same rule that we have here. And now you see it's working through the class name this time instead of through custom CSS that's entered. So it works with Elementor Free and Pro. And then the advantage is that we have full access to all of the DuoTones and all of the SVG filters really that are included in the block editor. and we can use them easily in Elementor. So I hope this was helpful. Cheers.